What is going on, YouTube? In today's video we're gonna give my thoughts of Tahoe, because recently I've owned it for 2 years. It's been great so far, but I want to just give you guys an overview of everything about it, starting with the reliability, the problems I've had, and what I've fixed in the 2 years for all my new people. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that bell to know when I upload, and go ahead and leave a like on this video. So let's get straight into it. In the 2 years I've owned a Tahoe, pretty much all the problems I've had have been suspension related. And that's because I have lifted it. It has a 3-inch leveling kit, 3 inches up front, 2 inches in the back. And it has 20 by 12s with the -44 offset. And these are 33-inch tires. And it does rub slightly, but I'm just gonna have to live with it, because I'm not lifting the truck any higher. But that's all the issues I've had. It was a lot of front end work. I have changed the whole front end. The rear end, I just changed the struts. A lot of that's still stock and needs to be replaced. So that's something we'll work on in the future, but that's it. Outside of that, I have some gaskets I need to change in my oil sending unit. I mean, this never left me on the side of the road, and I probably put about 50,000 miles on it so far, so that's pretty good to me. Other than that, that's pretty much it for reliability. And besides the 2 miles I just mentioned, which were the wheels and the 3-inch lift, we have the MBRP exhaust, which I'll crank it up in a minute for you guys. And I've changed the tail lights, the little LED side markers or license plate lights right here. They look great at night. I got a 6-inch drop hitch, which I don't know why I did that. I should have got a 3-inch one or even a 2-inch one. And we did the tow mirrors, the extended mirrors, because someone knocked mine off on the freeway a while back after I first got it. And then we changed the lights, which this one talks because it keeps coming unhinged. That's a lot better. I'll fix that in a minute. But we've done a lot of things up front, as you can see. Lights, grill. You can see the little transmission cooler in there. We'll get to that in a second, but that's pretty much it for the mods. I haven't done much. I did change the radio inside, which, excuse how dirty my truck is right now. And I changed the door speakers, as well as put 2 12s in the back. I'll go ahead and show you those too. So I do keep a jack back here for right now, just as a safety thing, because I have this and the Vet. The Vet has not been the most reliable vehicle in the world as of right now, so just in case I gotta drop in work on it because it's not at the shop, I keep this jack. But these are the 12s. I've had them for 7 years. I got them back in 2015. Here's a DB Drive WDX 2Ks, so 4,000 watts total. I still don't know what kind of box this is. It says Mega, but it's just some Chinese branded box. I don't know, it works. And I also put a second battery back here as well. So that's my setup. So that's it for like all the extra stuff I've done. Make it short. So now let's talk about what you actually need to upgrade if you buy one of these. Number one, the first thing I'm going to recommend upgrading is going to be the headlights. You're going to want to go LED. The factory ones just aren't bright. You want to, if you live in darker areas, especially like in backcountry roads, go ahead and get you some headlights and get you some LED bulbs for them, because they are so cheap for this truck. I paid not even $80 for the upper and lower headlights, just shipped. And I got some good LEDs to go with them. The LEDs are probably another $50 to $100, so for under 200 bucks. I had a full blacked out housings and a front end. This grill I cheaped out on, didn't fit all the way perfect. It's held in by zip ties, but it's been doing the job. But yeah, you're gonna wanna go ahead and upgrade your headlights. Make sure you do that. Next, you're gonna wanna upgrade the transmission cooler, which I have mine mounted in there. I have a video on that if you wanna see how I did it. I'll drop a card somewhere on the screen so you can click on that, but you need to upgrade that. You don't want your 4L60 overheating, and you wanna keep that thing cool and lasting as long as it can, because they all have a death sentence and they're just not known as the best transmission. So next, if you tow, I'm gonna recommend adding more power. I'm not sure what gear ratio your truck has or your Tahoe, because they came with anywhere between 323s, even some of them have 410s depending on what body style you got. Mine has 323s because my first gear goes all the way to 60 miles an hour, so I didn't even have to question what kind of gear ratio I had in my truck. And when I tow, first gear is just, my 0 to 60 is probably 20 to 30 seconds. It is horrible. But if you decide to lift your truck and you tow more than 5,000 pounds, then you're gonna either wanna add more power or go ahead and change the gear ratio, because it's gonna be tough getting it up to speed with those long gears in the 4L60. I don't know why I haven't done it, but we'll see if I do it in the future. Another way around is just add more power to the motor and do mods that specifically give you gains and the low end and the bottom end of the RPM range, and that will significantly help with towing. Truck cams, like BTR has a torque cam, that'll help tremendously. Just all kinds of little stuff you can do to improve the towing. Another thing that you can add is you can add some airbags, which I haven't done, but they Airlift makes a set of airbags that go in between the spring. I have them, I have not installed them, but with those it's about $100 kit, and you just put the airbags in between, run air lines out. It can help raise the back end of the truck up when you're towing heavy, so your truck doesn't sag and your wheels don't wear. That's something else you can upgrade. But other than that, I mean, it's not really much besides suspension. Yeah, suspension is going to be the last from the front end. If you even remotely think about lifting your truck, go ahead and be prepared to upgrade your upper control arms completely, upgrade the tie rods, upgrade the ball joints, pitman arm, idler arm, the entire front end. The lower control arms are fine, you just have to change the lower ball joints. But the rest of it, yeah, you're gonna wanna upgrade everything. Just for the simple fact that it needs to be upgraded. It's so weak. For some reason, the front ends on Tahoes are just not strong at all. Especially if you go off-road, it will not hold up. So it's gonna be something you wanna consider. And like I said, the radio, you're gonna probably wanna need to upgrade the radio, but that's depending on the person. Not everybody cares about having a great sound system in their Tahoe. But that is everything as far as reliability and upgrade. So now let me crank it so you can hear how it runs. All right. As you can see, I only have one light on, which is tire pressure light. That's because I don't have any sensors in my tires. That's a whole nother story. So let's go outside. So as I mentioned earlier, this is my MBRP exhaust that you hear. Relatively quiet. It's only a catback. Only other thing I've done is install an intake, which I'll show you guys. But if you want to see a video on the install of this, just go back. I have a video of an install, and I've done a review on the exhaust itself. So I won't go into explaining that. We'll just jump to me showing you the intake. So now we are under the hood, which it is extremely dirty, but this is my Spectre intake. Self-explanatory. Pretty nice. It was cheap. That's all you need. You don't have to go buy the expensive intake to get gains or to feel a difference. I've had people saying they don't feel a difference in their truck. I don't know. My throttle response and truck just seemed a little bit better with mine on there. So for those of you that don't feel any difference, then, you know, I guess it's up to the person and what you feel. go get a dyno tune and you'll see whether it has gains or not. Other than the intake though, I just put a AGM battery in here because of the system that I run. But yeah, it runs great. Now you can see my TrueCool 40K transmission cooler is huge, and I did a lot of rigging just to get it on here, but it's been on here for probably about 10,000 miles now. 5,000 to 10,000 miles, no issues, hasn't come loose or anything, no leaks, work perfect. So that's an overview of everything. Like I said, this Tahoe has been great to me. One of the best purchases I've ever made. If you're on the fence about buying one, then don't be. Just make sure that you find one in good condition, which that can be hard to do right now. A lot of people are selling junk, but just look for one that's in good condition. If y'all want me to make a video on what to look for and buying a Tahoe, then I can do that. I'm just giving a review of mine and issues I've had and what you guys need to upgrade before, you know, and things you guys should consider upgrading. So that's going to be it for this one. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below if you have any questions. Also drop a comment down below. But this Tahoe has been running tremendous. That's going to be it for this one. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Go ahead and leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe, stay tuned, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. So as always, y'all take it easy, and I will catch y'all in the next video.